What is going on, Cuse Nation? Welcome back to yet another edition of Bleed Orange. My name is Lennon Cook, as always, and thank you for watching. Today, we will be taking a preview look at the Syracuse Orange men's basketball going against tonight at approximately 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time against the San Diego State Aztechs. The last time these two teams met was, in fact, on the aircraft carrier. Great experience. One of Jim Boeheim's best venues, his words. A lot of things he's been able to experience over the years, which makes him the coach that he is. Now, San Diego State has not faced a zone this year so far. One of their opponents tried to mix it up on them a few minutes, but other than that, they have not seen a zone, let alone Jim Boeheim's legendary 2-3 zone. And tonight they will have to go against that. But in San Diego State's coach, he said with his words, not mine, not Syracuse's, his words, my team is excited to play this zone because we shoot the three ball fairly well. Now, he's not wrong. Matt Mitchell's really, really good. Really good. And it's going to be really tough for the Orange to stop it, but the 2-3 zone certainly does help. And you can't disagree that the Orange have been on a hot streak lately. They've been playing their best basketball that they have all year, and I believe that part of that is because Boeheim has been playing players like Jesse Edwards, Robert Braswell, Kadaria Richmond, and we've had more depth and more energy. Buddy Boeheim has been shooting terrific, and Boeheim says, his father Jim says that his success is because he had COVID earlier in the year and was not able to shoot as well. He was 25%. It's really hard to come back from a sickness, he said, because your shooting's all messed up, not in stride. But he found it as of late, and you can't say he has a better time than now to start getting on a hot streak. And Buddy was on Packer and Durham earlier this morning at 9:40, and he had said that walking into the gym, he loves it. It's a shooter's arena. He's really excited to play there. So it's really going to be a close one today. The Orange are 4-point underdogs, 11-seeded Syracuse, 16-9 on the season, will go on to face the San Diego State Aztechs. Now, this team is red hot. San Diego State has won 14 of their last 14 games. They are on fire, winning their Mountain West Conference Division Championship. Now, let's take a look at their wins, though. Like a lot of people could say, well, hey, they're from the Mountain West Conference. They don't play good teams. Let's take a look at their losses. They've lost to Colorado State once out of twice, or 1 out of 2 games they've lost. And then, of course, they've lost to Utah State twice, who got knocked out of the tournament earlier today by Texas Tech. There are decent teams in the Mountain West, but they have not had a really, really good win yet this season. Last season, they were on fire. They were at once ranked number 1 in the country. Now, a lot of people might not notice that because of how COVID messed up March Madness last year, and they didn't really know that Texas Tech was the real deal. So this year, they're going into the tournament as a 6 seed. Boeheim says they could even be a 3 seed, but it's like a really, really tough matchup for the Syracuse Orange tonight. Now, 3 key players for the Orange and 1 key player for the San Diego State Aztechs. Starting with your Orange, of course, you can't leave out Buddy Buckets. Buddy Boeheim is averaging over 25 points in his last 3 games. Outstanding, remarkable. He had 31 against Virginia. Unfortunately, losing at the buzzer, they had a shot to go all the way. But when you really think about it, it's just been an outstanding last 4 games by the Orange. Beating North Carolina, who's an outstanding tournament team, by the way. beating Clemson, an outstanding tournament team who will go on to face Rutgers tonight. An outstanding North Carolina State game who has won their last 5 games in a row. And then nearly losing to Virginia at the buzzer by 3 to Beekman, who has not made a shot all night, but just so happened to make a 3 at the end of the game. So, yeah, the Orange are on a hot streak, and so is San Diego State. When you think about it, of course, you have Buddy Boeheim. And then, who do you think of next? Now, Alan Griffin. Now, you guys might be saying right now, well, Alan Griffin is either hot or cold. One night he might score 0. The other night he might score 25. What does that mean? One or the other. Which one is he going to do? Tonight, he needs to have more than 15 points, and Buddy needs to have more than 20 points. And then we single-handedly almost won the game unless our defense plays terrible and they shoot all over us. But that's a different story to come by. Alan Griffin can't have a 0 or 2-point game tonight. He has to play really good. He can't get benched like he did in the Virginia game or North Carolina State game. Going into our next key player, Quincy Guerrier. Now, Guerrier had a slight edge over Richmond right now. He's had a lot of double-doubles, almost leads the ACC in rebounding this year. He's been a really key player to the Orange and the ACC. Quincy Guerrier, without him, we may have been out-rebounded in every single game that we've ever played this season. Because going into the North Carolina game, before they out-rebounded us, we were 13-0 when out-rebounding teams. We haven't lost a game until we have now lost a game over out-rebounding teams this whole entire season. So if we out-rebound the Aztechs, we could win. A tough task to do so because you can't bring out offensive rebounding or rebounding in general without mentioning Matt Mitchell for the San Diego State Aztechs. He is really good, averages double digits per game. Only 2 of their players average more than double digits a game, or just double digits a game, but all their players contribute. Now, I'm looking forward to this game. If I was not a Cuse fan, I'd still be looking forward to watch this game tonight because I know it would be so close. Just think about it. 2-3 zone versus great offense. Great offense versus great defense from the Aztecs. Just think about that for a minute. Matt Mitchell for the Aztecs, if we can shut him down, we win the game. It's as simple as that. It really is. It's as simple as shutting down Matt Mitchell. It's not a simple task. That's why it's called March Madness. The Orange have a chance to make something out of this season. We all thought once we lost to Georgia Tech, and if you go back on my Twitch, I said it. I said, this season is over, postseason-wise. But then, out of nowhere, we started to play more guys. We started to play better together. We started to pass more. We started to shoot better. And it all contributed to the amount of energy we had, to the amount of people we played. It all came down to that. And tonight decides it all. What we played for this whole entire season comes down to what happens at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We'll know at about midnight what holds our fate. We'll know at about midnight what holds our fate. It could be, okay, we're waiting till next season to play another game. Or it can be, all right, gear up. We're playing in 2 days. In Morehead State or West Virginia, gear up. To me, our biggest challenge is this game until we get to play Houston, if we did in the Sweet 16. Pretty easy ride. San Diego State is not a team to sleep on whatsoever. I don't know why the committee had them as a 6th seed, but we're just fortunate to be in. Because I'm going to be honest with you, once I saw Wichita State get in, once I saw Drake get in, once I saw Utah State get in, I'm like, maybe they're not showing the ACC too much love this year. All I can say is tonight is going to be a really close game. If you haven't watched my March Madness predictions, go check out part 1 and then part 2. We have our national champions and everything in there, scores, everything for every game. But this is just a specific dive into our Syracuse Orange. Now I'm going to choose the Orange to win this basketball game. 74-68. The Orange are going to take down the Aztechs of San Diego State tonight for 2 times in a row. The last time we played them in the aircraft carrier 7 or 8 years ago. Until the next time on the Bleed Orange Network, hopefully it's an enjoyable game. I will be live on Twitch for the preview. Make sure to tune in. I really appreciate every single one of you. And always, always, always remember, let's go Syracuse. See you guys.